not believe it. It was a big blow to me, and I was like, wow. I went inside. I said, let me go and see her. I called her mommy. Mommy, she did not answer. Raised her legs, everything. Mommy is gone.
Now, I met you when all of this had happened, and you were very confident, very jovial. And I wonder, like, how did you deal with the low self esteem from the constant bullying, and how did you become this confidence?
So growing up, I was an introvert. I don't talk to people. I don't. I just stay on my own. I remember finishing secondary school, and I went to collect my results, and my principal was like, "Do I know you?" It was that bad. I don't go to assemblies
Okay.
because I just don't want to be where people are, because I know they
Yeah.
would. Once I see people, I just know they're already judging me. They're already thinking about and
Do
all
you
of that.
think they were judging you, or that's how you felt?
Yeah, that's what I felt, because I just feel like this one will, and you know the way they will look at you. This is
Yeah.
like everybody, if you just pass, everybody's looking at you. And then to also
Yeah.
add, then I used to have dreadlocks. I was born with dreadlocks, so it was
Oh,
like
wow.
two things. Like, who is this man with dreadlocks and then with this limp? So all of that attention there, and I just felt like people don't like me. People don't want to talk to me. It's just my family, and then maybe just a couple of friends that actually accepted me. So then there was a phase of my life that God used to help me. So just after I secured admission, I was studying science lab tech then in University of Jos. I was around 200 level.
Okay.
So I always want to look for something to do. Not that my parents were not giving me money, but I just want to do something. One day I was passing through somewhere around terminals. So I saw this school, say pre-GC education. I was like, what's that? So I just entered the place. I said, I'm looking for a job. Can I teach part-time? And they were like, it's not a conventional school. I said, what kind of school is it? He said they teach people how to read and write, adults. I said, wow, okay, interesting. I don't know something like this exists. I said, okay, I'm interested. You can call me. Then I dropped my number. So some weeks, his name is Mr. Kelvin. He called me and he said I can come and teach. I was like, wow, okay. I went there and somehow it was quite interesting for me. I really loved it. But this is the part I was trying to explain how I got out of my shell. So when I entered the class that day, I had more than 30 something students, but they were all older persons, my parents. So I was like a very small chap. I was like 18, 19.
Wow.
And then I started teaching them and they were understanding. And I really liked it. And they all liked me. So they were calling me Uncle Dada because I had dreadlocks there.
Oh, okay.
So, but that did something to me. And I got to understand that was important.
Yeah.
That was useful.
So important.
Exactly. So these people now, they really accepted me. They didn't judge me because they know that any day I don't come, they will pay my transport like that. So, but that gave my self-esteem some form of boost.
Yeah.
And then I started using them to learn how to talk.
Okay.
Yes, because I'll have to talk to these are old people, because the way I was brought up, we always respect our senior ones. You don't look into their eyes.
Yoruba
Exactly.
man.
So, but you give them assignments, they will not do your assignment. You have to shout on them, and then all of that, but respectfully. But the point I'm trying to make is it really helped me. So that was where the grooming started. So I now gradually, I was now coming out of my shell.
God is just faithful.
Yeah,
Really.
it is.
Sorry if you don't believe in God, sorry. But God is just faithful. Look at how that small lesson thing, maybe the money was not even much.
They were paying
But
me
the fact
3,000
that
naira.
you
Yeah.
anyway, in those days it was
Yeah,
plenty money. So 3,000, but then look at how it built your self-esteem.
Yeah.
It made you realize that you had something to offer. Today now you're a doctor. So maybe we should explore what made you decide to study medicine.
Interesting. Okay. I talk a lot. I have a lot of stories, so I'll take a lot of time. All right, but let's start with my passion for studying medicine started when I was very young. While I was in primary school, there was somebody who actually changed my life.
Okay.
His name is He's a medical doctor.
Okay.
He's a pediatrician, a consultant pediatrician. So he was staying in our house there.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was a
Then
resident.
he was a medical student.
Oh,
In the
okay.
University of Jos there.
Okay.
So this guy just somehow he really took interest in me every day. Like Sunday, what did you read and all of those things like that. So he was like a role model to me. So
Yeah.
anytime he's going to school, you see him wearing his suit and tie and everything. Not so, but at least well
Well
corporately dressed.
dressed. Yeah.
So I always want to dress like that, but I don't dress like that because I can't wear covered shoes. So I only wear Crocs. So I
Yeah.
prefer wearing scrubs or something like that.
Yeah.
So, but it was a big inspiration for me. And then there was this day I entered into his room. Then I think he was doing anatomy. So he had human parts, like human bones. We studied that in school. So he took it home. So as I just entered inside his room, he was sleeping that day. So I think it was the humerus. So it was on his table. And as I saw it, I was like, wow, I picked it up. I was looking at him. He just woke up and was like, what am I doing this? I was like, I really like this thing. I was like, I should go and study medicine now. I said, okay, I was actually going to come back. So something happened in 2007. My mom was pregnant for our last baby.
Okay.
And then, as at then, I know that women are supposed to go for antenatal. My mom hardly goes for antenatal care.
Okay.
She's just at home, and then when it's close to delivery, that's when she'll go for antenatal. The day she's supposed to go for antenatal, my dad is not around or something. So, but the point was that day, 23rd of May, that was the day my mom died.
Wow.
Okay, so what happened? She was pregnant, as I said, with the last baby. She booked antenatal at Plateau State Specialist Hospital, but she was not regular on the visit. And I remember they said her blood pressure was high. My mom was consuming all the salts in the world, all of those things. I didn't know about it. So that fateful morning, I was just going, okay, normal, let's go and pick the newborn baby. I was writing Wipers at that time. I was supposed to even have a paper that morning. So we got to the hospital. So she could not make it to the Plateau Specialist Hospital. So they just took her to a nearby clinic where she went into labor. Baby came out, but my mom did not make it. So that morning, the doctor just told us that, sorry, you lost your mom. I could not believe it. It was a big blow to me, and I was like, wow. I went inside, I said, let me go and see her. I called her mommy, she did not answer. Raised her legs, everything, mommy is gone.
Ew. Jesus Christ.
And I had further marks to write that same day.
Thank God it was further marks. That's really important.
So it was really terrible. It was really terrible. Okay. But looking back, I remember asking the doctor, I said, what killed my mom? And the man said she had preeclampsia. That word, preeclampsia. So I went back to check what is preeclampsia. And then I was not even in medical school. This was secondary school. I just finished secondary school. So I didn't really understand so much about it. But I just knew that probably maybe she didn't go so much to the hospital. If not, they would have actually discovered all of that and all of that. So, but the man was like, if she was doing antenatal with them, they would have gotten that history. And probably they will not allow her to go through labor, they will have done CS or something. But because you won't blame him, he doesn't know so much about her. No history. They just brought her in labor and then all of that. So that's because of that. So something in me now said, I think it would be good for me to be a doctor so that, this kind of thing will not happen to, people around me. And then, I can encourage people to go to the hospital. Yeah, that was, I think so.
That's the reason you want to
actually, I really did not think I was going to go to YG, but I actually agree with you. I've been
trying to convert this human being to internal medicine. Okay. You didn't even have to go through a lot of the things that you went through if your parents had known about a plastic surgeon, for example.
Exactly. Honestly.
Because now you're going through the releasing the contractures. Let's start with what is contractures. So when someone has a burn, okay, if it is across joints, if it's not treated properly and it doesn't heal properly, let's say this is the hand that is affected, you find out that it becomes like this. So it becomes stiff and everything just heals together, jumbles together. So the scar tissue holds those parts of the body that's affected. So that's essentially what happened to him. If you saw the picture that I put in the beginning, you will see that the toes
Yes.
were
All
inside
crowded together.
and crowded together and all of that. So now he has started the process of trying to
Release them.
release all those things. It's gradual. So how is it going?
Ah, it's it's really not easy. Actually, that's the truth. It's not easy. You know, first accepting to even do the surgery,
Mm-hmm.
because there's always been this fear in my mind. My parents told me then that I can only do it abroad. In Nigeria here you can't do it.
That
It's
and
a
that's something
surgery
that
that it cannot be
patients have.
done
There
in
are things we can do
do exactly,
in
and
Nigeria.
yes.
You don't have to go abroad to
So
do them.
so
Kai.
when I told my siblings that I want to do the surgery, they were like, "No, don't do it. Wait, when you go abroad, you can't trust these surgeons here." And I was like, "I trained in jute.
Mm-hmm.
These plastic surgeons are good.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever will happen,
It
will
should
happen.
happen.
But I'm going to do the surgery." I prayed about it, and I went in for the surgery, and it was a smooth ride. After the surgery, then the recovery process, that was where I started having some little challenges and all of that. But now I'm getting better.
So how
And
many surgeries are you going to have?
it's actually in series, actually. For this one, for this particular feed, I did two.
Oh, you've done
Yes,
two.
yeah, I did two. But the point is that it might not change my gait so much, but at least I'll have some comfort
Okay,
when I
and
seems like
less pain,
and
right?
less pain. So at least if I can get that, I'm okay.
But a doctor, you are also a businessman. I think at this point you need to advertise your business, not out of PTO,
Okay.
because Wale has a beautiful business. You have a farm. Maybe
Yeah.
you should just tell us about it yourself.
Okay. I said I like business, and I'm into animal farming. I like that a lot. I like animal farming. So basically, I sell chickens, sell eggs, sell pork meat, and then we also have dried fish. So there's this one I like the most is the dried fish. My dried fish, we actually smoke it in a very wonderful way. We spice it. You can use it for your snacking.
See,
You
the
can eat
the,
it
the,
without.
the intonation has
you
changed.
know,
He now even has an accent because of
exactly,
business.
exactly.
Yeah, well,
So,
I mean, I can testify for the
wow,
dry fish.
yes,
Now, there's something very important about that dry fish,
okay.
apart from the spicing. There's no sand.
Hmm. Thank
If
you.
you buy dry fish from the market, you know that the problem is sand. It's only you and one other person from Abuja that bought dry fish from that. There's no
There's no
sand.
sound.
Me, I like that skin of dry fish, ba.
Okay.
But usually, if you buy dry fish from the market and you're cooking it, the sand no go gree you chop
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
So now if I see it in food, I just straight away. But with
Okay.
this fish, I dey chop the skin like
Oh,
say
thank you very
So
much.
please patronize him.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma.
Very, 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 very key. Wale is hardworking, and to really be nice if we support him. I mean, he's paying for all these surgeries, and
Yes.
he's not out there asking anybody for money. Not like people who ask people for money. Nothing wrong with it. Though if you don't have, ask.
That's
You
it's
get.
true. Yeah.
But then you're doing a lot for yourself, and that's beautiful to see. Well done.
Thank you.
Before we go, because of bad people that are going to watch this video, you no longer have seizures.
Yes, I don't have
I
seizures.
don't have convulsions.
And to even think about it, during my pediatric postings, there's something they call febrile seizures. So, looking at it, I think that's what I had.
Probably because of the high
malaria,
fever, yeah.
yes, because
Or
I
even
had the
cerebral
fever.
malaria.
Exactly.
So
So they would have just given me a tesunate,
and you would
and
have
I'll be
rested.
fine, and there will be no need of burning my feet. So please, my dear people, if your child is sick, you're not, even if you're a doctor, please take the child to the hospital. You don't have to sit down.
If you want to talk to me, talk to me.
You don't have to sit down and then try to treat your child, because you might be dealing with something that is preventable, and later on the child will have to live with the consequences, just like I am living with the consequences now.
I'll leave your business number on the screen,
make sure you
and in the description box, so that anybody that wants to patronize you. Do you have social media?
Yes, we'll put that also. I have an Instagram page.
for your business.
Yes.
Okay, so I also put his Instagram handle on the comment section and on the screen here as well, so that even if you can't call him, you can send him a DM on Instagram. If you're around Jos and you've known, your fish is very affordable.
Yeah.
It's very big. It's
Exactly.
very nice.
Exactly.
There's no sand.
Exactly.
What are you looking for?
Come and buy our fish from PCS
And you'll
farm.
be supporting someone that is doing so well for himself. Come and be a part of his success story now. It's not when he
Yes,
becomes a billionaire, you will now be doing, I
Exactly.
watched that video that time. Come and be a part of his success story, okay? Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for sharing. This is going to encourage somebody out there that's inspired. It might not even be particularly what happened to you, but just, but just seeing you come out of what you've been through and then be who you are today and going to where you're going. I'm sure this is not the last to hear for you. Do big things. I believe that. I believe that by God's grace, you do big things. So, yeah, you guys, thank you for watching. I am grateful. Maybe another time you come back and we'll just talk medicine.
All right.
So that it will not be as if it's this kind of thing that you don't need to talk about. So yeah, thank you for watching.
So much.
If you have any experience to share, you can share it in the comment section. I really want to see comments, fam. And if you've not subscribed, I don't know, it's free.
What are you waiting for?
Yes,
Subscribe.
press the button.
Yes, this is good content.
Yes,
Exactly.
I make good content. I make it. Let me blow my horse.
Exactly, I agree with that.
I make good content. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Well, we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye bye.